A list of planets compiled by Sam. The natives of this island must already have known many of the planets in our solar system. That's sensational. And if I've interpreted Sam's scribbles on the back correctly, this list of planets and the symbols represent some kind of divine hierarchy. Venus, the goddess of love, is right at the top. Must have been a pretty fertile civilization, I guess. According to the heading, this is a translation of the temple door's inscription. Sam must have put a lot of effort into this. It says, "Honor the goddess enthroned above all. With her radiant being and ever-open eye, she looks down upon her subjects, the mute and the homeless. Yet they have no one to blame for their miserable state but themselves. Were they not so self-centered, then they could see the riches at their feet, the queen's gold." A hard hat with a lamp. Very useful for crawling through narrow tunnels where you can't use a flashlight. It's stuck firmly in the ground. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. Sam sure carries some strange things around. Very strange things. A donut in clear plastic wrap. I'll just remove the wrap. A green balloon from Sam's backpack. I don't even want to know why she brought this on an archaeological expedition. Why do so many people like beer? It must be hereditary. At home, we only use the stuff to catch slugs in the garden. 2 glow sticks for emergencies. A frosted donut. It's not quite fresh anymore, but it still looks edible. The donut used to be wrapped in this. Some of these tent poles still look halfway usable. I'll take them with me. The explosion destroyed everything else, I'm afraid. These used to hold my tent up. They're a bit bent, but still in quite good condition otherwise. A cast iron teapot. The fire's gone out, but the ashes are still smoldering. I don't think I should light the fire. If the guys who kidnapped Sam come back and find a campfire burning, they're bound to start looking for me. I don't usually go around tearing out flowers, but maybe these will be of some use. To quote Heraclitus, "Ponta re, after all, adversity is no excuse for disregarding the educational opportunities of the situation." One of the many miracles of nature, which experts call a branch. A stone. It's as flat as the jokes that I used to keep hearing from that lady I don't want to think about anymore. The fish are just avoiding the obstacle by jumping out of the water and over the cascade. I could name at least 20 people off the top of my head who wouldn't be that clever. It's much too soon to drown myself, and it's too late to bathe. How am I going to find the way to the temple in this jungle? Well, I've got to try this. I don't have much of a choice.
Oh, you want to show me the way? Cool. Off we go then.
Oh, that didn't work. Bummer. Oh.
Listen, little fellow, I'm a lame, untrained biped. You will need to slow down a bit. The first couple of yards were fine, but then you just disappeared, so please, wait for me next time, okay?
I need to think of something so I can follow that monkey more easily. I don't even know which of these have been planted and which of them are just weeds. Botany is not a hobby of mine. Sam must have planted this. Doesn't look like the fence did much good, though. Most of the leaves have been chewed by slugs, and some have been gobbled up completely. You can use bacon to catch mice and beer to catch slugs. I always did like that kind of gardening advice. Sometimes it's better not to ask, but simply act. I guess this is one of those moments. Good idea. This should keep the blossoms fresh. Just wait a few minutes. Hibiscus tea, very nice. Now what do I do with it? Now it's red dye, not at all appetizing. I wonder what it will turn into if I wait any longer. I don't have that much time. Better just take the stuff as it is. Now I have a piece of red plastic wrap. The papaya is now red. I'll just use these tent poles to stabilize the fence. Done. Smart fish. Instead of getting caught in the fence, they jump over the top. Pretty clever. Use the flag as a fishing net? Okay, why not? I guess it's worth a try. Well, that was quick. I might consider a career as a fisherman. The first fish I ever caught. No, it's not dead, just asleep.
Hey, how would you like a tasty papaya? There, buddy. Now you've got red hands, too. I don't care how fast you run now, just as long as you stay on the ground so I can follow your red tracks.
This looks like the temple. There's no sign of sand, though. The monkey's tracks lead around the temple. Guess I should follow them. There she is. She's locked in a cage, and the guard is heavily armed. Things aren't looking too good from here. Maybe there's another way to get to her.
Max! He's alive! He found me. Now I stand a fighting chance of getting out of this cage in one piece. I had better keep quiet so the guard won't get suspicious. As long as I am the only one who knows that Max is prowling around this temple, our chances of launching a surprise attack aren't all that bad. I only hope that Max has got a plan, preferably a good one.
If only I had a plan. I have no idea what kind of a plant this is, and I've never seen these white berries before. I'll just take some of these. Unless I'm very much mistaken, this is a carnivorous plant. No idea why they named it after the Roman goddess of love. I can't get there without being spotted by the guard. I can't see a handle or any kind of mechanism for opening this door. If Sam's translation is correct, it says, "Honor the goddess enthroned above all. With her radiant being and ever-open eye, she looks down upon her subjects, the mute and the homeless. Yet they have no one to blame for their miserable state but themselves. Were they not so self-centered, then they could see the riches at their feet, the queen's gold." It's rather a fascinating structure, actually, but I don't want to get too close. Those bees don't look very peaceful to me. Now what? Yikes! They must be really hungry. There are still a few bees about, but I'll risk it. Phew, that was lucky. I got through it all unscathed. A honeycomb full of tasty golden honey. Little fireflies. I'm surprised to see them here. I didn't think the jungle was their natural habitat. How am I supposed to catch flying creatures with my bare hands? If I could do that, I'd be working in a circus. I'll just get rid of this web. I don't want to walk right into it by accident. A strange plant. It reeks of carrion. Flies seem to love it, but I find it rather disgusting. A scrap of cloth fluttering in the breeze. But is it Sam's, or does it belong to her kidnappers? This isn't some TV crime show, and I'm not a forensics expert. This scrap isn't going to tell me the family history of the person it belonged to, nor what that person dined on this week, so I may as well just leave it there. There's a slug crawling over the rim of the can, looking for a drink. A slug has actually climbed onto the can. I'll rescue it before it drowns. The can is open. I'll just leave it there. Otherwise, I'll probably spill it all over my pants, and then I'll smell like a hobo for days.